Guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at Alchemy Pay or ACH token. I haven't done a video on ACH in quite a while, but I did cover it quite a bit previously on the channel. And recently with this move with Bitcoin, Alchemy Pay finally got a breakout of this massive long-term pattern that we've been looking at. So stick around, we're going to talk about the price prediction here, the breakout price target of this pattern, and take a look at support and resistance levels for Alchemy Pay as well. And as always, not financial or investment advice, guys. Invest, trade, hodl at your own risk. And let's jump right into it. So the first thing that we do want to point out is this pattern in general, right? So we want to talk about why Alchemy Pay has seen a nice breakout, in relation to some of these other coins that are seeing some moves to the upside, but not really like Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay right now is up, I believe, 60-something% in the past 24 hours. So the reason for this, in my opinion, is this pattern. We've been consolidating for Alchemy Pay or ACH token. We've been consolidating down here in this range and also in this pattern here, consolidating down in between support and resistance. You can see every time you came up to this downtrend, you got rejected and knocked down pretty hard until just recently. So that's the breakout that we're going to be analyzing and talking about, and take a look at the support levels, resistance levels that we might see pullbacks from, and the actual target of this breakout. So let's dive right on in to that breakout and take a look at that target before we continue and look at the support and resistance. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and just pull this measured move from this pattern, and we're just going to drag it over to that current breakout point to get an idea of where this breakout might actually get us for Alchemy Pay. And now granted, a lot of this is definitely going to depend on what Bitcoin decides to do here, because Bitcoin has gotten some bullish momentum back behind it. However, guys, you can't always trust a breakout or, a move like this. And I will give you some analysis on Bitcoin. I've been following it quite closely, and we're pretty much calling these areas that it's been moving around in these ranges and these price targets here. So definitely stick around, subscribe, hit that like button. That really does help out a lot. So let's take a look at this breakout. So the measurement of our wedge, which is just simply the measurement here of the pattern, that is our breakout target for this move to the upside for Alchemy Pay, and it does seem to make a lot of sense. Let me just go ahead and throw a horizontal line in right there, just because I think that it does line up with our previous resistance quite nicely. So if you look at that, that lines up perfectly and with this previous touch right here. So that was another time when you tried to break out of this downtrend but just could not do it. That resistance is playing out very nicely there, and it lines us up perfectly with our measured move target of this breakout for Alchemy Pay. So that's going to put us in right there at about 0.048, so right there at about 4.5, anywhere between 4.5 to 5 cents is going to be this target. Now that doesn't mean we're going to make it all the way up to 4.5 to 5 cents. There is the likely possibility that we get rejected somewhere else lower than this, and that's what I'm going to talk about next. So that's where we take into consideration our support and resistance levels from the previous price action, and we consider those good points in the price action to consider for resistance and upcoming support. If Bitcoin, yes, can continue this bullish momentum, I think it's very likely to see Alchemy Pay continue this run too. But this is a very bullish target. I mean, this is at least over 100% or close to 100% right there for this target. The first little area of resistance I'm noticing is about 0.0385. But yes, this would be almost a 200% move actually. So that would actually be almost a 200% move for Alchemy Pay if it does get have a continuation to this bullish breakout. Now the first area, like I said, that I'm looking at is right there at about 0.0385. That's this previous support back here, and also you can see right here where this massive wick touched and got rejected pretty hard. So I do think that that area close to 4 cents, right there below 4 cents, is definitely going to be some major resistance potentially. And then that's about it as far as the resistance that I might expect from previous support levels. There is another area, this previous support right back here. So you have this sort of range to look at for resistance coming up, because you do have that sort of previous support right there that could play as resistance, and that's right there at 0.035. So anywhere between 3.5 to 4 cents could stop us out and keep us from actually coming up all the way to our actual price target. So those are areas of the price action to keep in mind for pullbacks along the way up if you are trading Alchemy Pay. And as always, like I said at the beginning, guys, take this stuff with a grain of salt. This is just my opinion, not financial advice. And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw these in here because it would just be good to go ahead and put this in, point this out here on the daily. This is the daily time frame, by the way. So where we're getting rejected at right now in the price action makes sense. If you look back here, if I zoom in on this just a little bit, really just a little bit lower than where I placed this, right here at these previous candle closes right here. Lots of resistance right there. I mean, you got wicked down very hard and pushed all the way back down below that area. And that's right there at 0.022. So that's our current resistance. But if you look, Alchemy Pay is showing some very good signs here. So ACH has bounced all the way back above on this breakout. And look at that beautiful daily candle. You can see we were just ready for this. And it's actually bounced all the way above the EMA ribbon here. So you're above the 50-day moving average. And I'm not for sure if, I don't believe, let me see. Okay, so I do have the 200 on here, but it looks like the 200 EMA is not showing up yet on the daily time frame. But let's put it on the 4-hour and just see where the 200 is. So it should pop up on the 4-hour. What color do I have the 200 in? Oh, that's why I wasn't noticing it. Okay, so I have the 200 EMA in pink, in purple. That's unusual. I didn't realize I had it in that color. So let me put it back on the daily. Oops, let me put it back on the daily and see if it's showing up here. Okay, so it's still not showing up on the daily yet. There's not enough price history yet for the 200-day moving average to pop up here on the daily time frame. But let me go back to the 4-hour. Sorry about this. I just want to see where we're at in relation to the moving averages. I really wanted to see it on the daily, but there's not enough price history yet. So on this chart, it looks like we are above all key moving averages, guys. We're above everything. You might here in the short term expect a pullback since we are catching that resistance at 0.022, which we looked at back here. You're already catching a pullback on that actually. Now, as far as a continuation to this pullback, that's very likely. Let me just look at this on the short term. So some support coming up though. This is definitely going to be major support, 0.016, 0.017 or so, possible major support there. And then you could even trade out in that range. And something else to point out, guys, before I head out, the likely possibility of Alchemy Pay dumping here and backtesting this previous downtrend for support is a very likely possibility. We see that happen more often than not on these breakouts, right? You break out, you catch resistance, and then you eventually drop down, pull back all the way down to test that previous resistance for support. If the support holds, then you take off and have a continuation to your breakout. If the support doesn't hold, you come down below it, retest that previous support / resistance. If it's confirmed as resistance, then you go back on down lower. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this update on Alchemy Pay or ACH coin, ACH token. Like I said, haven't done it that long. It's been a long time since I've done an update on ACH. So if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. It really helps out a lot. It will help more people get this video. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you love crypto. We're all about cryptocurrency here, altcoins, Bitcoin, all that. I just had a little bit of time before I go pick the kids up for this video, but tonight, guys, I will be kid-free and I should be going live, so make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss that. And check the links in the description. There are some offers in there for some time-sensitive giveaways from BitGet and some other affiliate links that can get you some bonuses and also help support the channel. So with that being said, I will cut this video out, let you guys go, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon.